Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to TechBeans. Finally, an English review that is not Frankie Tech. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Frankie. Love you. So we've got here the Samsung Galaxy A60. This, my friends, has amazing specs for the price. It's got the same camera system as the Samsung Galaxy A70. Yep, the same 32 megapixel main sensor is here. And even the same powerful processor, the Snapdragon 675. But the most intriguing feature here is actually this. The punch hole display. This is actually the most affordable punch hole display design on the market right now. You are not gonna believe how much I bought this. How much? Well, we're gonna find that out in a bit. But yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get straight to it. And without further ado, let the unboxing begin.
No.
Alright, here we go. Now before we start, I just want to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and making this review all possible. For those who don't know Skillshare yet, it is an amazing online learning website that has thousands of professionally made video tutorials. They've got tons of material that cover almost every field of interest. May it be business, programming, filmmaking, design, and a whole lot more. And pretty much all their hosts are experts in their fields. I'm actually a software engineer myself. That is why I find all their tutorials so helpful, and I'm able to do awesome stuff at work, and in turn it's allowing me to do this YouTube career at the same time, which is great, by the way. Guys, I just want to share the love to you all. First 500 people to click my link below will get not 1 but 2 free months of premium Skillshare. Oh yes, you're welcome. Okay, on to the unboxing. So here's the box. It's the same as the Galaxy A50, pretty identical. It's just that this is all in Chinese at the back because I bought it from China through Shundi, Philippines. Of course, check out their store. It's amazing. Alright, so let's open it up. Okay, here's the mini box. What's inside of this? A SIM ejector pin, the jelly case, of course. Well, that's kind of soft. Oh well. We've got here the membership card, the Chinese one. Okay, Samsung. Here's the manual and the warranty. And that's pretty much it. And here's the phone. Alright, whoa. Now the color I have here is called Daybreak Black. It actually looks amazing already, even with plastic on. I'm gonna set you aside for now. Let me just show you what else is in the box. So, we've got here the charger. Yep, pretty much the same one as the Samsung Galaxy A50, but this one is black. And we've got here the USB Type-C cable. Of course, not the same as the A70. It's not end-to-end USB Type-C. And of course, you're gonna get some really nice earphones. I gotta say, these pair of earphones are great. Wait, why is this USB Type-C? Oh no, no headphone jack. Bummer. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, let me just slip this off. Alright, so here's the Samsung Galaxy A60 in all its glory. Now for me, I dig the design. Like, it looks so cool. It looks so cool with that prism effect at the sides. And of course, that black and blue accents right there. But I'm not such a big fan of the build quality. It's only plastic here at the back. It is plasticky almost everywhere. Let me just pull in the A50 right here for comparison purposes. So, the Galaxy A50 has the same back. It's also plastic, but the thing is, it's not as thick as the A60. Also, you get the rainbow effect right there all over the back, while here you only get that at the sides, and yeah, also at the logo. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, let me just cover the back right here. You've got there the triple camera setup. You also get the LED flash, a fingerprint scanner, that is quite surprising, and of course the shining logo. And at the bottom you get a microphone, a USB Type-C port, and a speaker grill. No headphone jack. At the right side you get the power button and the volume rockers, and at the left side you get the SIM tray. Well, here's the A50 one, and here's the A60. As you can see, has dual nano SIM trays. This one only has one, and of course a hybrid one for either a micro SD or a nano SIM card. Bummer. And I just opened the phone right here. Boom. The first thing that I noticed that's different from the A70 and the A50 is that punch hole right there at the top. Yes, my friends, there is no notch on this phone, only a punch hole. Okay, so here's how YouTube looks like. Okay, you still get that punch hole right there. Yeah, hey doggy. So that's how YouTube looks like at full screen. But of course, you don't get the notch anymore at this part of the screen. Yeah, it's a notchless display. And now on to gaming. Yeah, this is how it looks like when playing Mobile Legends. And as you can see, it's a full screen display experience. You don't get the notch right there, and the punch hole is covered by your finger. It's actually coming out as a full screen notchless experience, just like what you'll get on the Oppo F11 Pro or the Vivo V15 Pro. Also, I like the compactness of the phone. It's not too big like the A70. Something like the A70 is still much better for gaming because of the Super AMOLED display, and it is a lot longer, of course, because you get to see a lot more in the middle part. But yeah, no notch is quite the experience. The display is a Full HD Plus 1080p TFT LCD display. Yeah, you heard that right. It's not a Super AMOLED display like the A50. What? Okay, so I actually stopped the video to check out the phone. So here are the things that I found out. Number one, the display is not that bright. It's very dim under direct sunlight, which is a bummer. The colors are pretty good if you ask me, just not as punchy as what you're gonna get on a Super AMOLED. Viewing angles as well. Okay. And also, the bezels are really thin. Yeah, it's actually much thinner than the A50's display. This is much more impressive, actually, in terms of the screen-to-body ratio. But yeah, I wish this was Super AMOLED. That's a big downer right there for the A60. And of course, we can't forget about PUBG. So I maxed out all the settings right here. HDR, extreme frame rates, realistic, with anti-aliasing, and shadows. Well, so far the graphics is pretty good. Unfortunately, not A70 good. Yeah. It's not as smooth as the A70. I could say it's on par with the A50 in terms of the graphics. Yeah, that's a bummer. But of course, you still get a nice display. Look at that. It's still covering the punch hole. So it's pretty nice. You know, for gaming, I'm not really impressed right here. It's just that I've already reviewed the A50 and the A70, so coming here, I'm not seeing the same amount of performance. I was expecting the performance to be like the A70, but it's not. Also, another thing, the sounds on this thing is pretty tinny, not really that loud. Okay, they could have at least added a headphone jack, but you do get to plug in the earphones to the USB port. But you can't charge at the same time. Also, the battery is not as big as the A50. Just 3,500 milliamperes of battery. Gosh, oh my god. The A70 has 1,000 milliamperes more of battery juice. I'm not really sure about this, you know? The only advantage this has over the other two, the A50 or the A70, is that punch hole display right there, because it's coming out as a full screen notchless display experience. But mostly for gaming, this is not what you're looking for. And finally, it's not Super AMOLED, it's only a TFT display. There's just too many things that were taken away. The headphone jack, the subpar display, the weak sounds, the small battery. So if you were asking if this was better than the Redmi Note 7 Pro, then no. The Redmi Note 7 Pro is much better than this. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, before we go to the cameras, of course, this thing has Android One UI. It has an app drawer. The icons are huge. It is very simple. Wait, check this out. Boom. Hey, what's up? So that's a shortcut. Yeah, it has that curve right there. Awesome. I guess the only extra feature I was able to find out was the selfie camera. Well, speaking of the camera, here it is. This thing is actually a very good camera shooter. I was able to get very detailed shots of plants, of objects, or whatever. Also, the selfies look very good. Although you don't get the watermark for the selfie camera, but they are very good looking. You know, if you know what I mean. Wow. Yeah, at least the cameras are good. It is the same one as the A70, of course. So quality-wise, they're pretty much on par. Yeah, I can actually verify that this is truly a 32 megapixel image. The amount of zoom you get for the picture is very deep. So yeah, that was taken from the phone. Incredible sharpness and color. Yep, that was not taken from a DSLR. That's right, the A60. Well, so far, pretty impressed with the cameras on this. And just like the A70, it also has an ultra-wide angle lens. It can do this. For me, ultra-wide angle cameras these days are essential. My main phone right now is the Xiaomi Mi 9, and it has the best cameras in the business, and it even has an ultra-wide angle lens. So yeah, that is why this is my daily driver. Alright, so I just took some photos with the A50 and the A60 right here. Let's compare them. So this is low light. Okay, as you can see, the A50 is a lot sharper. This is washed out. Look at that, look how soft that is. not as soft. Come on, what is happening here? And here's the selfie comparison, and as you can see, my face looks a lot sharper on the A50. My face looks really soft on the A60 with the 16 megapixel selfie shooter right there on the punch hole. Yeah, there you go. Darn. I'm not sure what's happening on the A60 right here. Maybe it needs a lot more updates from Samsung because it's a new phone. But right now, I'm not sure if I can recommend the A60 if you have the A50. Like really, there's a world of difference between the two. In terms of the performance and the cameras, this is just way better, like in every aspect, you know, the headphone jack and all. I don't think that you should get the A60 if you already have the A50, although this only costs around $260, which is about 14,000 pesos, a lot cheaper than the A50. But of course, you're gonna get so much more on the A50, a Super AMOLED display, a bigger battery, 4,000 milliamperes, a headphone jack, and just like what you saw, better performance and cameras. And judging from the comparisons that I just did, I don't even think that this can go head-to-head with the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Yeah, it can't go head-to-head with the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Not with all the updates already implemented with that phone since it launched. So yeah, hopefully Samsung will upgrade the cameras. And for video, here's some samples as well. Yeah, the video is very smooth for the phone. I really love the video. So, what do you think? Well, my recommendation is, if you already have the A50 right here, stick with it. It still, for me, is the best mid-range phone out there. Yeah. Well, what about the A70, you ask? Well, I don't think that's a mid-range phone anymore because it's somewhere at the 20,000, 23,000 mark. So it's not a mid-range for me. It's kind of expensive for what it is. But yeah, everything about the A70 is just so much better compared to the A50. If I would compare the three, the A60, the A50, and the A70, this would be the last one, followed by this. And of course, I did not bring the A70 with me on my vacation. I'm sorry. But yeah, that would be the third. That would be the best one. If I had the money, I would go with the A70. Of course, it's the best among the three. Like, if you want the best gaming experience, just go with the A70. You won't regret it. But if you're on a budget, then of course, the A50 and the A60, well, no. If Samsung gives out some great updates, well, right now I can't recommend it. For gaming and for cameras, I can't. But yep, if you want to experience the punch hole display, then go for it. No problem. It's just that there was just too many compromises on the phone that made it not so usable as a gaming phone. And I was expecting so much from the cameras, so it's not really that good. Like, okay. Up next on TechBeans, a triple comparison between the A60, the A50, and of course the A70. Let me know guys in the comments below if you want to include the Redmi Note 7 Pro in the equation. Yes, that is coming right up. So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss it. This is Vince Domingo from TechBeans, and I'll see you on the next video.